Yo, what is going on? I got best friend Sean here, and look who decided to join us. There he is.
Back and better than ever, baby.
Deadline McNulty.
Hey, I always hit him. Always hit him. I was here. I sat the entire backstage through the countdown.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh,
We got Coleman in the house. What's up, Coleman?
what's shaking?
Lord Crackhead,
What up, Jeremy?
Amanda B,
Amanda, holla.
Mr. Von Stugel,
Ooh, yeah.
Late Phil.
No, I was here.
He was here during the countdown.
I was
I'll
here.
give him-
No. I was here.
So guys, right before we went live, Sean actually saw me. He jumped in, and I was like reading something. I look very serious. I'm going to pull it up on my phone and read it. I got a sponsorship offer on Instagram.
Look at
Whoa.
you. What does that even mean?
Here, I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
Oh, it's scam. It's got to be scam.
This company is legit, man. All right. Looked over your profile. Seems like you are a great match. At Smooth My Balls is interested in working with you. Can you please drop us a message? Thanks a lot. Come on. Who thinks the moral compass should be the spokesperson for Smooth My Balls?
I
You
like
got
it.
to. You got to.
Yeah.
We all
yeah,
got to start somewhere,
yeah.
and this is it.
Well, I'm really happy for you and your balls and all the exposure you're going to be getting from doing that. That's awesome. Congratulations.
I looked them up. They're not just on Instagram; they're on Twitter. So, guys, in the chat, if we could get this going on Twitter, hit up at Smooth My Balls and let them know you want the moral compass as their spokesperson.
That's fucking magical.
Coming as a new Mark Pole production. Smooth Balls.
Oh man, the next mini moral compass figure has the Smooth My Balls logo on the shirt. No pants either.
You're using the hands as the balls on the Lego figure.
Right. Oh, wow.
Amanda B says, "Isn't that like cleaning hygiene for men?" Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for clean balls.
I take care of my balls daily. And I hope every other gentleman does as well, because clean balls is good balls for the ladies.
Right.
Wow.
If you want a lovely lady to stay in your life, make sure those balls are clean and smooth.
Yeah.
This is Best Friend Show, sponsored by Smooth My Balls.
Smooth my balls.
Amanda B says she's pretty sure she's heard of them before. Just start advertising them, Moral Compass. Yeah, man, I'm going to be their spokesperson.
Yeah.
When you think smooth balls, I want you to think the Moral Compass.
The decision is always make them smooth.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. So last week, it's actually 6 days. Tomorrow will be a week. We launched Viking Wolf.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You guys joined me on Saturday, but we didn't really talk that much about the launch. I think it went great. I think the tailgate, the pregame on your channel, Sean, was fantastic. I think it built a lot of hype up for the actual launch over on Bancroft Show. That might have to be a reoccurring thing. I'm interested to see if other people will follow that.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, if the moral compass does it, like shit, I take notes for everything you do. So,
Yeah, I mean, if Mr. Smooth My Balls is doing it,
yeah.
everyone's doing it.
Or what? Well, I would like to see if Clean My Taint would sponsor me, because you know how that goes.
I'm seriously, I'm going to hit up Smooth My Balls. I'm like, yes, I'm interested.
What do you got? Honestly, what have you got to lose? I mean, Viking
Not
Wolf,
smooth
we
balls.
don't know what's covering that, right? We don't know what's covering that. For all we know, Viking Wolf could be hairy on the outside and smooth on the underneath.
Amanda B's already on it. Good job.
That's awesome.
Bald baddies coming.
Yes. So we're kicking ass on Viking Wolf. We're only $325 away from 13,000. I would love to unlock the $15,000 stretch goal this weekend. That's the Mike McMahon trading card.
Oh, Mighty McMahon.
Yeah, so yeah, things are going awesome. Everyone seems to love Matt and Renzo's artwork.
Mm-hmm.
We were just over on Phil Diaz's channel last night. Things are going good, getting the word out to people.
Now,
But-
is this the for, let's say, for the, how do I rephrase this so I don't hurt people's feelings? Fuck it, I'm Sean. Is this the most you've gotten in a campaign minus Graveyard Shift in this small of a span?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something like everyone seemed to think that Viking Wolf was going to be different for me. I don't know, just comments from people like you, Mike McMahon,
Mhm.
even my family. They were like, "Viking Wolf, that's the book for you. That's
Yeah.
going to be big." I think people like seeing me write like the horror action type superheroes.
Well, that's your forte. Like, think
Yeah.
about it. Coney Waves. It was,
Yeah.
it was, a drunk Scooby Doo chick. But everything with that, like, that's your realm.
Yeah,
Like, that's what you're really good at. The mystery, the suspense, the horror.
And-
You're great at everything else. Don't get me wrong, but like, this is you going home in a sense.
And
Yeah.
even your Evangeline run has that sort of like dark, like
Yeah.
mythical sort of vibe to it. So I feel like it's anything that's sort of out of the ordinary in this like sort of dark, sort of mystical world, I feel like really is your element.
Yeah.
Speaking of Coney Waves, I updated Viking Wolf, and I announced that the first new thing we're adding to the collector's case is my retailer incentive cover of Coney Waves Demon Slayer,
Great book.
back from 2007.
Yeah. Great
So
book.
yeah, I'm excited to add that, and we'll be adding more stuff to the campaign to the case as the campaign goes on. But thanks again, everyone, for making this launch big, and let's make it even bigger.
Yeah. And smooth those balls.
Yeah.
I'm
That's what's
actually
up.
taking a page out of your book, like I always do. Like,
Oh, you're gonna start smoothing your balls?
dude, I've been smoothing my balls since Jump Street. Like these things, like
They're
I've
turtle
gotten
shells by
compliments.
now.
I've gotten compliments. I don't like to brag, but hey Jamie. But yeah, with the success of the mini moral compass figures for the first 100, I am going to do something similar, but I am going to give syringes to the first 100 backers of Type 1. So, yeah.
Are we talking legit syringes or like toy syringes?
I'll show you.
Yes, let's do it.
Lord Crackhead says the tailgate streams are fun and good for momentum. Amanda B, I did enjoy the tailgate. There needs to be more. Jamie East agrees. We got Paul Acevedo in
Hey,
the chat.
Paul. Oh, that's a condom. This is what everybody will be getting for the first 100 orders of Type 1 when it goes into Indiegogo next March. I came up with the date. So, yes, if you would like a diabetic syringe, you know how it is. I got plenty. We can have fun. Hey, Addie.
So guys, you know what I do for a living. I inspect rental properties.
Right.
I was on this one property earlier in the week. It's a property on a lake. So I'm walking through this complex, and this guy comes running up to me, and he's like, "Sir, are you the inspector?" And I was like, "Yeah." He seemed like real frantic and panicking. He was like, "You got to help me out, man." I was like, "What's the problem?" He was like, "Duck fetus." I was like, "Duck fetus?" He was like, "There's duck fetus all over my sidewalk." And I'm thinking, oh my God, there's like a duck genocide going on at this complex. And I was like, "You got to show me." And he takes me. I don't know what to expect. So he takes me outside to his unit, and on the sidewalk is goose poop. And I'm like, "Oh, you mean duck feces? Big difference."
Oh.
You're like, I'm here for the genocide, but I'm out for the shit.
Right,
Yeah. But he was like, "You got to help me, man. I can't deal with this duck fetus."
What are they? What is your how do you help that out as the inspector? What are you like? I don't do the outside property, sir.
I was like, this is rent a property by a lake. There's unfortunately there's lots of geese and duck. And he goes, I can't deal with this, man. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Well, that shitty situation is above your pay grade. So
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. Just one of the adventures I'm on. And also, like during my lunch break, I went to Subway yesterday. This is a little better experience. The Indian
No
woman,
fetus?
no duck fetus there. But there was an Indian woman working there, mid-30s. She's like making my meatball sandwich, and she's like, "You're a very, very handsome man. You remind me of a Hollywood hero." And I was like, "Wow." She couldn't think of who it was though. So
that's racist.
what's racist about it?
She's just pigeonholing you to every other handsome white guy in Hollywood.
Yeah, well,
I'll take it.
I told her, I was like, if you think I'm a handsome man, you should see me as a woman. And
What?
speaking of which, yeah, look at this, Phil. I think Sean knows what I'm going to do.
Oh yeah.
Look at this gorgeous woman.
Jesus Christ. I would not pull out.
So Phil, you
Yeah.
probably don't know about this. This past weekend was the Miss Comics Gate 2021 pageant.
Mhm.
And I did not win, but I received straight A grades across the board. They complimented my porcelain skin, my soft lips. I'm a gorgeous woman.
I bet. Damn, you look good.
Who won?
Even
Who won
with the
with
Uh,
that?
Joe Catapano won. He is Miss Comics Gate 2021.
that makes sense. Joe's a pretty guy as it is. You know, he's got that nice Italian or Latin looking skin. So as a female, I could see that.
So, someone in the chat called me the oral compass. I'm not that type of girl.
And I can't talk to you.
But serious question, Sean, Phil, would you?
Facts, hard. Yeah. Like even with the your chops, you know, like
Yeah.
just cover it up. But yeah,
I didn't even
course.
notice. Oh, can you imagine Sean like making a move and then moving the hair and seeing those sideburns down there? That's when you're kind of like, all right, I'm gonna maybe back away for a moment or close my eyes.
You want to know what I would really be doing? Whatever you want, baby. Have fun. It's okay. That's all I need. El gargoyle.
Yeah, I feel like you can't go wrong either way, man or woman.
Yeah, fine piece of ass.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Man,
Now,
they all want the oral compass.
now I got stuff from my
Mr.
spank
Smooth
bank.
My Balls,
Yeah.
aka the oral compass.
Yeah. Wow. Look at you making moves.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Eddie Winkler. Joe was gorgeous. Joe is a gorgeous woman. Amanda's favorites were Ken Rockefort, Joe, and the Quaif. I don't know. I don't remember seeing that. But my wife and I.
Quaif?
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is.
So
But-
wait, if this the whole thing is man to woman,
Yeah,
so the quaif would not be the queef?
could be.
Okay.
Past Master Dan, be glad you don't have a vagina. Absolutely. I see the way my wife and her friends act. They're
Oh,
crazy.
Don't just stop. We're moving on to a next subject.
Okay. Good call.
The right answer is us men. We're not strong enough to deal with that time of the month. I would just be going crazy. Women, you are stronger than us men. Keep rocking it. Moving on. Next topic.
Gotcha, Phil. Nice segue.
All right, we'll let that go. So we don't need to put that back up. So guys, I've shared a lot of my week. What's up with you guys?
Phil, fill us in.
Let's see here. So I went over to my girlfriend's family. They held a barbecue, right?
Mhm.
and I felt like a fucking rock star there because they're like, wait a second, you know about comics? And her whole family, like extended family, loves comics. So much so that her uncle has a Gambit statue. And I said, oh, that's like one of the missing pieces of my collection. And he said to like his youngest son, he's like, hey, I know I promised to give this to you, but do you mind if I give it to him? And I had to interject and was like, hold on now.
Wait for
Give
when
it
he
to your
died.
son. Give it to your son. I'll get it eventually,
No, take
but
the
I
free gift.
don't need. Well,
Yeah, dude.
I
You deserve it.
I was kind of saying, man, if I walk out of here with that Gambit statue, this is one of the greatest parties I've ever been to. I walked in, felt like a rock star, leaving with my own Gambit statue. It would have been awesome, but anywho, that wasn't it. Otherwise, I've been binge watching the new Mighty Ducks series.
Wow.
I watched all three movies. The first movie was a lot better than I remember it. The second movie was not as good as I remember it, and the third was as bad as I remembered it.
Yeah.
But the actual TV series, it's got Emilio, the Mighty Ducks man. Emilio, the Mighty Ducks man. And he gave me a tip of the hat, and he said it was a great. It's a great show. I'm really enjoying it.
I'll give it a shot.
Dexter Weeks has joined us in the chat.
What up,
Dex, you
Dex?
missed a lot, man.
Yeah, yeah. I bet Dex would be a pretty girl.
Yeah, I think so.
Dex walks into this first compliment. I bet he'd be a real pretty girl.
I'd probably smash that.
Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to make all of us women and do F, marry, kill, and let the chat decide.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
you
gonna
know
kill
they're
me.
already gonna
Like,
kill
I
me.
straight
They're already
kill.
been like,
Could you imagine the woman with the mustache?
I would shave for that pageant. I just told my girlfriend today how much I was really. Yesterday I was about to shave it. Today I'm really digging it. But if it's for a beauty pageant, I would shave this thing, and I would be like, "Let's get it on." I'm that competitive.
All right.
Oh, Mike McMahon joined us as well.
Well,
What's up, Mike?
Mike would be Mike's got really pretty eyes. He would be a phenomenal chick. Like, I've complimented Mike's eyes on numerous occasions. Just saying.
So Phil. Oh, actually, Sean, you haven't shared your week.
Oh yeah, it's been cool. Let me see. 71 pre-orders for the Type 1 preview book, and everybody will be getting an exclusive U.S. Agent card drawn by Mark, inked by me, colors by Z.
Yep.
I put the card together. That's Mike's art right there. So, see, I know what's up. So, yeah, everybody's going to be getting this that's already pre-ordered and did that. So, thank you again to everybody that are making my dreams come true. So, but yeah, the week's been great. Just working on pages. Yesterday we had A&S live open chat. That was fun. Tomorrow we have Renzo on, so that's gonna be a lot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
I'll make sure I
yeah.
tune in.
Yeah. Oh, I watched this show on. It was originally on Crackle TV, but Netflix picked it up, called Startup, with Adam Brody. He was from the OC. The one guy from X-Men First Class, the African American gentleman. Great show, 3 seasons. Don't think it's coming back, but I binge watched the fuck out of it, and it was kind of about like Bitcoin type of shit, and then like Russian mob drugs and Haitian mob. It was up my alley. It was like going home to like North Jersey. It was a lot of fun. I loved it.
I've been watching a lot of Dark Side of the Ring. I was watching an episode, and my wife just happened to, catch me watch it, and she got drawn in. She was like, "What is this?" I was watching the Nick Gage episode, and now she's pulled in. She loves Dark Side of the Ring. We're up to date on all the episodes of this season, so now I get to go back and watch the old ones again because she wants more. I've always said the stories behind the scenes of pro wrestling even more interesting than the actual pro wrestling.
I still to this day love the Macho Man one. Like I love learning about how difficult. Like Sean, I don't know if you know about this, but the Macho Man was married to his manager, Miss Elizabeth, right?
Yeah, I
She
have
was,
her
like,
toy.
developed-
I have her doll.
and like they had to.
I
You
bet
don't
you
want to
do.
know what's on that doll.
Yo, that was the first time I learned how to take off.
Take off your pants
No,
with one
well,
hand.
not just mine, but her. She had like a gold like skirt you could take off. It was those big oversized rubber ones from like the
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So I
LJ,
had her,
yeah.
Macho Man, somebody else I forget. Yeah, but yeah.
But they like legit. He like legit separated from her because they were separated in the storyline, and that was essentially like the downfall of like Macho Man personally. It was crazy.
I bet.
Jamie says Sean has a specific doll.
I have a couple.
Crazy Mad. I'm watching Dark Side of the Ring 2. Bruiser Brody episode is nuts. Yeah, the Brody episode I believe is from last season, but yeah, that's a great episode as well. This season's been really good. The 2-part Brian Pillman was awesome. Then they did the Nick Gage episode, Ultimate Warrior, Collision in Korea, which was nuts. And last night was what was last night's? Oh, Grizzly Smith. I haven't watched that one yet, but that sounds like it's going to be pretty horrific. Are you familiar? You're familiar with Jake the Snake Roberts, right, Sean?
Of course I am. He's one of the legends.
Well, his dad was a pro wrestler, Grizzly Smith,
Okay.
and he was dating a woman, raped the woman's daughter. The mother found out, his girlfriend found out, and made him marry her daughter, and that's Jake the Snake's. That's how Jake the Snake came to be. Basically, Grizzly Smith raped this teenage
That's
girl.
fucked up.
Yeah,
That is the dark side of the ring.
Yeah.
Holy
That's
Ter-
gross.
shitballs.
yeah. But he has family that's also Jake the Snake. His brother is Sam Houston, who was a wrestler in the NWA. His sister is Rockin' Robin, who was a female wrestler in WWF back in the day. Yeah, so Chrissy likes that show. Yeah, Chrissy can't get enough of it. She keeps asking me if there's any other episodes we could watch. Chris Benoit 2-parter was less spicy than I thought it'd be. That's what we watched last night, the Chris Benoit episode.
Is that the guy I saw? Like his last match?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think
Yeah.
it's because it really just put facts on it. Like we knew the facts and we were like hoping it would be for something more, but it was legit. It's one of those situations where it is what it is, and that whole situation is what exactly it was. But learning about like the Bible stuff that he had, and he searched like how to bring him back from the dead. That was
What?
after he murdered his son, he tried to Google like how to bring him back to life.
Why didn't you
Like,
just ask
so-
Jeeves? No, I'm sorry. That was horrible. That was horrible. I'm sorry. Even for me, that was wrong. I'm sorry.
Enough of this depressing Dark Side of the Ring stuff. Phil, there's been some like whispers in the chat before that you're not OG Best Friends show. You didn't join. You weren't at the show at the very beginning, but there's an important question we need to ask you.
Right.
How do you feel about Fast and Furious?
Oh, those movies. Well, let me ask you. Let me tell you something. I once listened to an entire podcast about people talking about the Fast and the Furious and just how insane it is, because I too watch them and they're the most insane things ever. None of the stories make sense, but I enjoy the hell out of them. That's how I feel about it.
Dexter Week says they need to stop.
Whoa.
Listen, John Cena's in the next one, and I couldn't see him in the trailer.
Wow.
Poor
I think
John.
Stitch needs to relax.
Poor John Cena may sabotage the Fast and Furious series. He made that comment that Taiwan was a country, and now China
Isn't it?
pulled. I don't know, but I have no idea. I don't know about geography or world events or anything. I know comic books.
Is it
But-
like the Staten Island of China?
I don't know.
Doesn't really count.
China took offense to it, and they pulled Fast and Furious from the theaters.
Of all the things Americans have said about China in the recent year, that's what they get offended about?
Yeah, so that's going to really hurt the total box office for Fast and Furious. I think they were saying they predicted it would make something like 200 million in China alone, and now they pulled it after it made like, I don't know, 40 million or something, just because of his comments.
Wow.
Yeah,
That might even affect Suicide Squad too.
Yeah, well, possibly.
There's not. There's pro wrestling, comics, and the occasional heavy and heavy metal. Speaking of which, Phil, have you heard the new Fozzy song? It's incredible.
It's awesome. I'm a big Fozzy fan.
Waka,
I've enjoyed
waka,
Fozzy since when they were like, "Don't you wish you could be extreme raspberry?" Remember he was doing like the energy drink commercials? I'm a total Jericho mark, so I've followed Fozzy since the beginning, like a total hipster with that comment. But Sane is absolutely incredible. It's probably that's gonna be the next Judas for them.
Cena only made matters worse by making the big deal of it. Yeah, I don't know. He did some apology in Mandarin.
There's nothing that man can do. He's gonna fix it. It's gonna be back in theaters. I believe John Cena will fix it.
Oh yeah, how could you stay mad at John Cena?
You can't.
Yeah, absolutely. But so the reason I asked you about Fast and Furious is that's what Sean and I like. That's like maybe our favorite thing to bond over. Fast and Furious, Paul Walker. Sean and I were actually talking about this. I don't know if he remembers, but we were talking about doing a brocation, going to Orlando so we could ride the Fast and Furious ride at Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that the world's starting to open up, travel restrictions have been lifted for my work. I don't know. We might have to plan that. I don't know, Phil, if you're in.
Listen, I am totally in. In fact, I'm going to just say it right here. I think Dwayne Johnson was the shot in the arm that franchise needed.
I concur.
Oh yeah, The Rock's great.
Makes everything better.
I have no problem with him.
I might be heading to Florida to visit family in the fall. So if we can kind of work that all out, because I'll probably be in Florida for a couple of weeks just visiting. So
Crazy man. Always hated Cena.
Seems like Crazy Man has to tune into the Pod Gods.
Dexter Week says that ride was actually pretty cool. I've actually been on it. Yeah. It's a good ride. I like just walking through the garage to get to the ride. They had a locker that's set up as a little shrine to Brian, Paul Walker's character.
Do they have Mia's panties in like any of those lockers? That's where I'm going.
No. Sorry to disappoint you.
No, can't wait.
Yeah, but that's something we'll have to think about. A group vacation.
Yeah. But on other great news, I got a little sneaky peeky from my main event best friend here of the Streets piece, and it looks awesome. Are
you allowed to share it?
He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Promote the shit out of it. Let's get more eyes on Type 1, and that's what it's all about.
All right. So still in the middle of just fixing up adding some of those minor details. It's practically done. Going to spend probably tomorrow just finishing them up. My girlfriend has actually been doing some color study with it, and she has done something with the energy effects that I am totally digging right now. Right, and I'll see if I can. And I'm of course going to have a version that's also done in blue. So
I'm going to make you a full screen, Phil.
But that's the colors in progress right now. So I'll have a better detailed version, but just the glow on that fist. Absolutely loving. But yeah, it is I think it's I turned to her last night and I said, honey, I killed this thing, didn't I? And she was like, what do you mean? I said, this is probably the best thing I've ever done. And she looks at me and she goes, yeah, you really did like knock us out of the park. Like,
fuck yeah, you did.
And I was just like, I was enjoying, like, I'm actually enjoying working on this so much, and it's taking a little bit longer than I'd like to, but it's all because it's sort of like I want to kick this piece's ass so much. I don't want to be a half-asser. I
Or
want to
dial
be.
up.
I want it to be full on, in your face, kick your ass. I wanted to jump off. Like if it's in Artist Alley, I wanted to pop off, and I want someone to be like, "That's what I'm taking."
You
And I
want
think,
you want it to be full ass. Yeah.
listen, I want it to be full ass, smooth bald product.
Mm.
It's not half ass; it's whole ass.
Well, Dexter Week says they don't call you the main event for nothing.
Exactly
Facts.
right. I've just really enjoyed. I'll be the full asser. Phil McNulty. It's how much I love this piece, and I think I can't wait to finish it up tomorrow, and I'm excited to see how it plays out. I'll send you
We
the.
are going to actually do the whole real debut on June 14th on ANS for the closeout stream of it. Phil's going to be on. Hopefully, Mark can hop on with us too. We're going to let the chat, to take a poll to see if they want it as a variant cover, and we've already gotten great reception from it, just from like a whip piece, from his layout from a bunch of people. So it's probably going to go that way. It's probably going to go that way. It's got to figure out logistics.
Yes,
McNulty pin, yeah. The full asser pin.
of course. I'm gonna make. What's funny was I started on a sketch of Viking Wolf for the for the pinup I'm doing for Viking Wolf, and the pose I'm doing, and I told Mark this the other day, but I've just really embraced the full on image, Extreme Studios vibe, and I'm just like, this is me. I ain't no apologies for what it is. I literally just want my covers to stand out, and I want my pinups to be like, yeah, boy, I need this, and I'm really just feeling dynamite about it. So thank you for everyone
like we're all
who's
going
been,
home. It's like
Yeah.
we're all going back to what we know. Like I think we all kind of derivative away from whatever. But this time is a renaissance that we're all in, and it's just fucking amazing seeing all the crazy talent, and then between us, our own personal interests, we're kind of going back to what we used to be, I guess, which is awesome.
I think because we tried so hard, especially me, I've tried so hard to try to fit into a mold to break in, and it wasn't until Kevin Smith was just like, Phil, you draw a badass Batman, don't change your style. And I was just like, okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not changing it. And then even a few years ago, when they're like, you need to tweak this a little bit, I was just like, okay. And now I'm just like, I don't care. My anatomy is my anatomy. If it jumps off the page, that's better than any technical thing I could ever draw.
Right.
Mark Yoon says, I also started a Viking Wolf and Type 1 piece this week, now that I'm
Nice.
settled in.
There you go.
Mark moved nearby. So
yeah. Hopefully we can all get together. The 5 of us.
Dex wants to know what's the next con we're doing.
Maybe Ocean City Comic-Con for me. I'm not going to be doing many cons. I got my own reasons, but probably Ocean City is the only one I might be doing for this year.
Yeah, OC Maryland Con is absolutely my favorite. I cannot wait till vendor registration opens up, because I cannot wait to be there. It's legit my favorite. I was only there once, and it made a killing, and the atmosphere is what made it even better. I was literally
across from me.
Yeah, we were in our little booth, and I loved how Heather had us all together, and it just was great because we were just pointing in other directions at each other. I saw Sean point to me, I pointed to Dex, right? And then I saw Alex point to Sean, and it was just a great little thing of, we were like, oh, you were looking for this? That is our little art clique we have, and that person's right there. And that was fantastic.
It's an actual family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's why I believe in Aces so much.
Yeah, Aces absolutely rules.
I wasn't there, guys.
No, you're gonna have to be there this time. You got it, Mark. You gotta come this year. It's absolutely awesome.
I'm pulling a Black Rose Comics and watch it. Oh, Joey.
Remember, clean your balls, Joe.
Clean your balls, Joe. Smooth balls, Joey. Oh man, yeah. Shout out to Joe. Love that man. That guy. He's got so many ideas for what he wants to do for art and stuff. And God bless you. All the best on all that hard work you're gonna have to pull in. I just sit here and look pretty.
Mark Yoon says I reached out to Heather about Baltimore, but haven't got. Yeah, let's handle the business off the air.
Yeah. We don't want to talk about our business.
Oh, they clean. Good job.
Man.
And even if
Mr. Smooth, my balls approves.
See, I think Mark has the smooth balls, but I think Joe has the tastefully shaven balls. Like he's got it styled.
Well, I think Joe kind of does like remember back in the early '90s when we would do like designs in our fades, like lightning bolts or just lines. I think with Joe's like hardcore like personality, like just how he has his beard itself, I think he's got some cool designs around the shaft area. You know, maybe like a slide, like an Action Park slide that just kind of goes down and like that's where it is. You know, lead you up to power.
Well, that solves that mystery.
Prove me wrong.
He's got a scroll.
Sean lives up to his JT status. His has frosted tips.
Mr. Von Stugel and enjoying all the ball talk. I'm sorry if I become Mr. Smooth My Balls, there's going to be a lot of ball talk.
And I will be becoming Mr. Clean My Taint.
And full ass.
And full ass.
We've got the whole area, ladies.
So this is pretty much all I had for today. You guys have anything you'd like to talk about? I mean, I brought all the hot topics: Viking Wolf, Duck Fetus, Miss Comics Gate.
All right, I got a question for the moral compass.
Okay,
I got a question for you. So you're a teacher, right?
I'm not. I just told you.
It's a scenario. No, it's a scenario. It's a scenario. I'm gonna put you in a hypothetical.
Okay, all right.
So put yourself in your scenario. You're a teacher in this scenario, right?
All right.
And you go into a classroom and there are kids running around, right? It's full chaos. You have to teach your class. So you get all of the kids back into settled. You're just like, why was the teacher before you not getting them settled down? And one of the kids tells you to shut up, right?
Ooh.
Look, you waste of a cum shot. If you don't fucking respect me, I'm going to beat the shit out of your dad. That's what I would say.
So what do you say? How do you handle that situation? Do you say, "Hey, I'm gonna say, hey, go to the office. You're not gonna be back till I get an apology," or do you put them on blast and say that's why you have a 30% grade?
Yeah, you make fun of the kid. Yeah, you make fun of the kid. They got.
I would just send them. You can't put them on blast because then it'll go back to a parent and they're like, "Why are you making fun of my child?"
Because you did a horrible job raising your child, you fucking idiot. It's not the kid's fault. It's the parents' fault that they're fucking idiots.
It's gotta be A, Phil.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Phil?
No, I did that route. I was steaming. And one of my students said, "Mr. McNulty," and I said, "Yes, LaShawn." And she goes, "You should have put her on blast." And I was just like, wait one day, LaShawn.
Yeah. Always listen to the Shawns. Always listen to the Shawns.
I was just like, I can't do it. That's the part about being a teacher. You got to understand. You got to keep a cool head.
Mark Yoon says he pulls his students aside after class and talks to them. Parents think their kids are all prodigies.
Fuck them kids.
You gotta. I did the silent 2-finger. Come on, point out. We're gonna have a discussion in the hallway, right? And then you just gotta be like, well, you're not going outside for the rest of the school year. You know, you gotta hit them with the punishment. But man.
So Amanda B asks, so Lapod Gods has the oiliest wrestler and best friends will have smoothest balls of the week? Yeah, I don't.
I
This
guess.
week's winner is Fred Durst, JMS himself.
There you go.
We'll put a graphic up for you next week, Joe.
But somehow I want to get like his pony when he had a ponytail. Somehow on that.
Mr. Von Stugel says bullying builds character.
Yes, that's how it worked in my family. And look how I turned out.
Mark Yoon, I got stabbed in the arm by a student and still defended him to his dad.
What the fuck? That's horrible. Joey, you always win.
Mark Yoon says hashtag no hair anywhere, by the way.
That's just this.
Mr.
Yeah,
Smoothballs himself will need confirmation, and then we'll see if you are the next week's winner. Send your
guys-
picks to the smooth my ball king himself.
You
Mark Holmes.
Everyone stay out of my DMs.
Slide up in Mark's DMs with the hashtag "My balls are smoother than yours."
Let's see. Amanda B says, my daughter told her teacher I used the F word towards her this morning. I could only imagine what the rest of the conversation was. Oh, boy.
Wait a minute. Well, was it warranted? Like, sometimes you guys gotta tell a child to fuck off. Like, why don't people,
No,
like,
that's not being a teacher. You gotta also sort of humble them a bit. Like, so we'll wait.
You want to humble these deviants, these hoodlums?
They're not hoodlums. They're just kids that some days they just they go through a lot of stuff. Sometimes I think the best part about being a teacher is you gotta put yourself in their shoes and you gotta remember what it was like to be their age, and then you gotta be like, you know what?
Remember that.
Yeah, I sometimes I feel like it's karma. Because when I would do shit like that, and then it happens to me, I'm just like, oh man, I gotta remember when I was like that too. So
you turn into Edward James almost in Stand and Deliver is what I'm hearing.
listen, when I expect at the end of every class, they all stand on their desks and do my captain, when I leave. I expect the Dead Poet Society at the end of every class 5 days a week.
And you deserve it.
Try.
Amanda says, in my mind it was, but I rarely swear, so it made an impression. Sadly, it made a big enough impression that I am wondering if DHS will be called on me. Oh, hopefully not. Yeah, sometimes as a parent, you lose your mind because your kids drive you insane. They know exactly what buttons to push.
Mm-hmm.
Chase is a master at that.
I think as a teacher, Amanda, we'll go settle that. Whenever we hear something like that, we're just like, man, what did the kid do? What did the kid do? Right. So we don't report that type of stuff. Like, I think the number one thing is that students find it hilarious when the teacher curses. So I think sometimes when they get that, they're trying to get us to curse too, and we're just like, no, we're not playing that game.
We so like it's well known that I was in special ed from 3rd grade to 12th grade, and we all couldn't really read properly, but they were, I don't want to say we were the bad kids, but we were stereotypes. We went through 3 math teachers in my junior year. We had to throw a desk out the window because it was on fire, and I think I saw the lady's eye turn red, I think we blew a blood vessel or whatever but we were just saying, the desk was on fire. It had to be put out. Man, you guys are good kids. You guys didn't do shit like that.
I never got in trouble.
Well, I didn't say we got in trouble, but we just had to throw the desk out the window from the 2nd story because it was on fire.
Jamie, I used to curse like a truck driver. Like I had shows and everything, and that's why on this show I have to stop myself at times because it's a habit that I had to break. So sometimes I'll be like, that's the shoot I deal with, and I'm just like, oh man, but it is probably the hardest habit I had to break was stopping my cursing, because sometimes you just don't want it to come out in class because then you never live it down.
I would be a horrible teacher.
Joe Sontag says, I say bring back the Catholic ruler treatment.
No, that fucked my mom up. She does not trust anybody because in the Bronx, she hit all the time.
I do the kick on the foot of the leg of the desk to get them shaking again.
So, guys, this was a great stream. I think maybe one of our best. I feel like we should go out on a high note and wrap it up.
Oh, I got more shit to say about what we can do to kids.
No. Okay, let's wrap it up. All right.
You guys are squares.
Someone wants to keep his job.
Okay,
right.
I got you. But more importantly, Phil, did you tell your students if they want to pass for this year, they got to pre-order to Type 1 preview book?
Oh, I am shilling that thing. I am shilling that book to all my students already. And I'm like, listen, the full reveal is going to be on a podcast on the
June
14th. Right. But I don't know if I can trust you to keep it PG. So I haven't told them exactly the name of it yet, but they are super excited. And I'm going to post it all over my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook, put it on the TikToks, since apparently the students love it. So we're gonna get those pre-orders bumped up.
So, okay, I'm going to need you to bring flags. Like, if you see me going Seanisms,
Okay.
throw the towel up. Throw
All
the
right.
towel up. You know?
All right. I'll be like a soccer. Like I'll card you and be like,
yeah. Look, I don't think we all know me. This ain't your new rodeo. First rodeo with me.
No, it certainly is. Certainly is not.
All right, Sean, let
Yeah.
everyone know where they can pre-order Type 1. Where should they hit you up at?
Twitter. Slide up in my DMs on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. That's pretty much it. Yeah. $20 shipped pre-orders with a head sketch of Strees. Everybody gets this limited edition card from Mark, myself, and Z. We got till June 14th. Monday, we'll be closing it out on and stuff. And tomorrow night on and stuff, we have Renzo. So, yeah. That's
Renzo, artist of Viking Wolf.
Look at
Phil.
the artist of Viking Wolf.
Phil, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at AnimatedPhil. Not the smooth. Well, I was gonna plug my Etsy. It's in the description down below. Go ahead. Yes, on my Etsy, 15% off.
Guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Coney Waves. Make sure to hit up Smooth My Balls on Twitter and tell them you want the moral compass to be Mr. Smooth My Balls.
Yeah.
Also, make sure you check out Viking Wolf if you haven't. Thanks for everyone who has shared the campaign and backed it. And I guess we'll be back. Maybe we'll be back Sunday, Phil. Talk a little wrestling.
Yeah, definitely. Sunday, La Pod Gods. We'll be talking wrestling, talking about the releases, recent WWE releases, which are crazy. Blew my smooth balls off. And we'll talk about the weekend Dynamite and Impact.
Yeah, sounds good. So everyone in the chat, thank you for joining us, and we will see you Sunday.